Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. We are here in the shop on the eastern shore of Maryland. We're working on our resto-ride. We were going to build wheel cribs today. So you probably see a couple videos online on how to do that. We just took a trip to Lowe's and got some lumber, and we're going to build wheel cribs to help put our 49 Dodge up on jack stands, but more wood jack stands. So watch how we do this process. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we're new. We just got going. We're going to be showing you videos on how we work on our 49 Dodge B1 pilot window resto-ride. So make sure you follow us, make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button down in the corner so that we can get some other people, and set the alerts button so you know when we do a new video, because we will try to do as many as we can when we work on it, but we don't always have the time to do it, so we'll work on it when we can. But you join us and follow along. If you've got a 49 or you got an old Dodge or an old pickup, C100, something along those lines in that era, and you want to follow along and see how we do things, some of it could be similar, some of it may be different, but this is just how we do our resto-ride, our 49 Dodge. So follow along and see if you see anything that you might help you out. Next one. Okay, so we're going to make 10 12-inch cuts and 8 16-inch cuts. These wheel cribs are going to be 12 by 16, 16 being the outside wheel side and the 12 being the cross wheel side. So we're going to make them so that they fit, you know, a standard size rim and tire. We can use that on our 49 depending on, you know, no matter what rim we're using. So we've set our radial saw so that we can make this easy at the 12-inch mark. And we're going to go through and blow through cutting these 2x4s with the 12-inch cut size. And we're going to need 10 of those, again, for each stand. So naturally, you're going to need 40 of the 12-inch cuts for 4 stands. But for one stand, just to show you how it's put together, you're going to need 10 12-inch cuts, and you're going to need 8 16-inch cuts for the other side. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we've got all our wood cut, and for those of you that are following along and trying to figure out how much wood do you need, again, these are going to be 12 by 16 size wheel cribs, and they're going to be approximately a foot high. Once we get them all stacked up, we'll show you that height in a second. But if you're trying to keep track, we've used about 5.5 2x4x8s for the 16-inch pieces. That's the ones on the top. And then we used 5 2x4x8s for the 12-inch pieces. So if you're wondering, you know, hey, how much wood should I buy to do this project? If you want 4 wheel cribs, which are the 4 individual stands to be able to use, identical in size, then naturally you're going to need 11 2x4x8s. So 11 is the magic number. If you need any more pieces for inserts, for, you know, bridging, if you're going to do put your jack stands on them, then you'll need more wood. But for the basic setup, again, you're going to use about 11 2x4x8s. So let's go ahead and put these together, and you'll see what they look like, and we'll show you how we assemble them. Okay, so this is the assembled. It's not screwed together. I just have it placed together so you can get the sense as to what this is going to look like, how high it's going to be, what pieces you need. Again, we've used 10 of the 12-inch pieces, and we've used 8 of the 16-inch pieces. The size of this, naturally, is 12 by 16. The height of it is about just under 14 inches high off the ground. Okay, and as you can see, if we come around, this is what a standard wheel on our 49 is, these are, 205/70 R15s tires and 15-inch rims. Naturally, if you get a larger size rim or any other size, it still will fit if you're going to stay within the same radius as the tire and rim here. So again, good size, good height, allows you to be able to get your wheels and your truck off the ground. Let's go ahead and put these together so you can see what they look like assembled and how we do that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is pre-drill, because if you just screw directly into the wood towards as close to the ends, it will split, and you don't want that. So naturally, we've got a drill to pre-drill each one. Being that there will be two 12-inch pieces on the bottom, we don't need to pre-drill them. You will need to take your next two pieces, which are your 16-inch pieces, and pre-drill these. And I'm going to pre-drill them in a staggered motion, which means that as I screw these in, I don't need to run into the other screw in the nut layer down. So one thing I'll need to do is, if I screw here and here, here and here, the next layer that I put on, which will be a 12-inch piece, will be opposite, which is the reverse of that, okay? So again, I'm pre-drilling. If I start in the far right corner, in my perspective, and do bottom left corner in my perspective, the next layer up is going to be the bottom right corner, top left corner, okay? So we're doing that, again, to stagger the screws so they don't interact with each other. We are using Power Pro engineered outdoor screws. These are exterior screws. They're 10 by 2.5 screws, so they'll go plenty through and really hold this tight. Star bits usually are stronger as well, I think, at least to get a tighter screw head. You don't have to worry about stripping them out as easy if you have to back them out. But again, let's get started on this, and we'll show you how it comes together. Okay, so we've got our assembled wheel crib all together now, squared up, just to make sure that we didn't go completely off. Just slightly under 20 inches. And just slightly under 20 inches. So we're square. One thing we added that I didn't talk about was an extra 16-inch piece this way. And the reason for that is, if I want to use jack stands, I can set it on this platform, slightly off-centered, but I can use this platform to lift my jack stands even higher in the air if I so choose to do that. So that's our build. I hope you enjoyed watching us do this. We're going to continue to build the other remaining ones. We're going to get 4, and then we'll show you what this looks like when we put them underneath our 49 and how we use them. So stay tuned. Okay, so these are what the stands would look like underneath a truck vehicle. You can see we have it kind of set up on the frame. We were using the front half of it because the frame goes up, but you can really put this a little bit closer up and have it resting on 2 of the 2x4s. But you can see it holds a pretty good amount of weight. This is a pretty heavy truck. And we've got one on either side. You can see one across from the other way doing the same thing. So we really like these stands. They're very versatile. We have 4 of them made up, 4 corners. You can stack them. So I hope you like the video. We're trying to build the channel out on MyRestoRide. So check us out, hit subscribe, make sure you follow us, hit the alerts button so that we can show you other cool projects we're working on, including the ride. We'll get some other videos of us doing some additional changes and swap outs on some of the brakes and various interior work and suspension work. So hope you like the channel, and follow along as we continue our journey in our shop. Thanks for watching.